A dominant weekend to capture title number 6, a new F2 European champion, and another championship weekend is on its way. Welcome to episode 4 of the Stock Car Show. This week we round up the European weekend of 2025 and see what's coming up this week. So as ever, we look at the previous week, and that was the 2025 European weekend at Northampton. Mixed weekend. Sunday was quite dusty, quite warm to be fair, but Saturday was just, it started well and then the rain just came down and I would say ruined it, but sometimes wet weather isn't a bad thing, but that was a bit ridiculous, but it's fine. Same for everyone. As we look at the results, Heat 1 on the Saturday was won by H229 to Charlie Granados. Hopefully I said that correctly. Heat 2 was won by Tom Harris. Consolation was when the rain came down and was won by Craig Finnegan. And the final was the 100th final victory for Tom Harris, putting him in an exclusive club. I think only 11 drivers have managed to do that before, and now Tom Harris is there alongside the greats of the sport. Grand National was cancelled due to the weather, but Sunday, Heat 1 once again won by Tom Harris. Heat 2 won by James Morris. Heat 3, Tom Harris won again. Heat 4, Joe Booth. And then the European Championship. Title number 6 for Tom Harris. Now he holds all 4 major titles on his wing. But for how long? Because in 3 weeks is the British Championship, which he does defend at Hennesford. Second in that was Joe Booth, and third was Lee Fairhurst. And the Internations Grand National was won by Joe Booth, who had a brilliant end to European weekend with a first, second, first. F2s have a new European champion, that being 414 Josh Rayner, who drove an excellent race on Sunday afternoon. Heat 1 was won by 47 of Greg McKenzie. Heat 2 was won by Jack Witts in 880. The Consolation was won by 606 Andrew Palmer. The final, being the Internations, was won by 346 Ash England, with 186 Casey Jones in second and Charlie Ginchard in third. Charlie Ginchard then going on to win the Grand National. So that was European Weekend 2025 done and dusted. Some people will probably agree with me here. Not the most spectacular European weekend we've ever seen, but again, good social weekend, a good weekend nonetheless of racing, no matter how the weather turned out to be. So we look forward to the 2026 weekend next year, where Tom Harris will defend and go for title number 7. He already holds the record for most European titles with 6. Can he get another one? This week, BriSCA F1s are at Ipswich and Great Yarmouth. The booking lists are out. Not many drivers, to be fair. I was expecting a little more, but you know, that's fine. We're into June. It was championship season pretty much now, so can't expect much more. 23 drivers booked in for Ipswich, those being Charlie Sauder, Catherine Harris, Matt Newson, Lewis Hunter, Simon Traves, Sean Webster, Casey Eggleston, Kyle Gray, James Hall-Morton, Michael Randall, Cole Hawkins, Richard Burt, Joe Nichols, Thomas Rogers, Jake Kari, Michael Allard, Callum Thornton, Ant Wharton-Eels, Joshua Spires, Thomas Andrew, Frank Wayman Jr., Finn Sargent, and Frank Wayman Jr. Also on Ipswich is the Thunder 500 for National Hot Rods and for National Mini Stocks. Sunday is F1's return to Great Yarmouth. I think 2005 was the last time F1's ventured there. 1 o'clock start time on Sunday. 18 cars currently booked in, them being Charlie Sauder, Catherine Harris, Matt Newson, Lewis Hunter, Sean Webster, Casey Eggleston, Carl Gray, Mickey Randall, Cole Hawkins, Joe Nichols, Paul Hines, Jake Kari, Michael Allard, Callum Thornton, Thomas Andrew, Frank Wayman Jr., Finn Sargent, and Frank Wayman Jr. This weekend is the last world qualifying weekend. Tom Harris currently leads and at the moment is not booked in, as you would have seen and heard. Don't know if his new car will be ready in time, but if he doesn't book in, then Frank Wayman Jr. only needs to get 6 points across the weekend to win the world qualifiers, and he will then choose the semi-final. I believe he will be the first driver to beat Tom in the world qualifier since 2018. If Tom does book in, then obviously it will be a fight between them because they're only 5 points apart. But if not, then 2 days for Frankie Wayman Jr. to get 6 points to win the points. Saturday also sees the F2 British Championship over in Ireland at Nuts Corner. I believe 48 cars are booked in. Sadly, no defending champion of Greg McKenzie. His tarmac car is not ready, so we will have a new British champion. I'll probably do a prediction again like I did European. I'm not going to do top 3 because, in my opinion, the British is more open than a European. So I'm going to go for, I'll say a dark horse, but normally an underdog. I'm going to go that Archie Grindy is going to win the British Championship this week. If it's not him, then I'll say Tom Bennett. Do 2 predictions for the price of 1. So I will say that Archie Grindy will win. If not, then Tom Bennett. Also, the mystery track has been revealed, obviously, with Sheffield no longer taking stock cars. Your stocks had to find another track to use the stock cars at and finish stage 1 of the shootout because Sheffield was going to host it. They have announced that will be Scunthorpe, and that will happen on the 28th of September. F1's first time there since 2009, 2010, around that time. So a Scunthorpe Sunday afternoon to decide who gets knocked out and who goes through to stage 2. Lastly, something a little bit different, 2 things. I'm sure yesterday you saw me upload a 2004 British. That's just trying to do a bit of old school stock car stuff called Classic BriSCA. It's just a little thing. It's not going to happen a lot, not every week, but when I can or when I find a meeting, then I will upload something like that for vintage stock cars, which I'm hoping that you all like. And bit off topic for the last one, but there is a new stock car game coming called Short Oval Extreme. If you are on PC, then you can wishlist it now on Steam. I recommend you do so to show support. I believe it's similar to the other stock car games where it's only one person making it. Whoever makes a game on their own, fair play to you. At the moment, it's just an F1 game, but that he wants to add other formulas as DLC. If you're a driver, please go to his Facebook page and put your name down to get into the game. More drivers, the better. I'm going to be playing that over on my gaming channel along with the other stock car games, which I'll start tomorrow. Link in the description. If you don't want to go over, then completely fine. You don't have to. But just to have more stock car gaming content on YouTube, I will be starting that tomorrow, and obviously when the new game comes out, I'll be doing a bit of that too, but links in the description for that. Thank you for watching the Stock Car Show episode 4. Next week there shouldn't be a long episode, or at least it'll be a shorter episode than normal, but we'll talk about that next week, and I'll see you next time on the Stock Car Show.